Welcome once again, my lovely viewers. Hearty welcome to Himalayan Chronicles Hampi Historical Trip Part 2. So, I welcome everyone. I hope you enjoyed the Part 1. If not, do visit my YouTube channel and see the Hampi Historical Trip Part 1. So, now we are going to see the Part 2. So, welcome once again. So, this is Hampi Museum. So, what the UNESCO World Heritage did is that they tried to collect all the artifacts from the various caves, temples, and they have stored over here at one place so that all the viewers can enjoy. You can see all the Nandi Vigraha right from 11th century to 16th century. Very beautifully maintained, guys. So, don't miss this beautiful site. It's a free of cost. You can come between 9 to 6, enjoy the beauty of Hampi Museum as we have enjoyed it. Most of the monuments were actually stored over here, and they have put some preservatives to make sure they don't deteriorate further. You can see all the Nandi Vigraha. Beautiful displayed, man, beautiful display. I would suggest you to come with your loved ones, see the beauty of the nature that unfolds in this museum. You can see right from 11th century to 15th or 16th century. Most of these are made by granite and also limestone and black stone. See the beauty of it. See the exquisite sculpture of the old times. You can see here Vishnu Avatar. There is also a few of the artifacts involving Ganesha as well as Gautam Buddha. There are many because Hampi is a culture of unification of different beliefs and religions. You can see here beautiful Anjaneya Swami, and you can see lot of beautiful sculptures, guys. So we are actually getting goosebumps when we see these beautiful idols all stored at one place. Now I welcome to the Hazara Rama temple. It's an important shrine in Hampi. This small but beautiful temple is located at the center of the royal area. Temple is dedicated to the mighty Lord Rama, Hindu deity. It was once the private temple of the kings and the royal family of Vijayanagara Empire. Temple is famous for the lovely relics and panels depicting the story of the mighty Ramayana. Basically, timings is open in all days of the week from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. There is no entry fee, guys. Photography is allowed. Time would be around takes 2 hours to see beautifully. I would suggest come in the winter climate between November and February. So basically, it is built in the early part of the 15th century by the King Vijayanagara Devaraya II. It was originally built as a simple structure. It consists of only a sanctum, a pillared hall, and Ardha Mandapa. Later, temple was renovated to add beautiful pillars. The basic uniqueness of this Hazararama temple is many aspects. The first thing that draws attention is the name of the temple. The beautiful temple name is Thousand Rama, refers to the number of relics. It is said that the outer walls of the temple are decorated with the bas relics of Rama and Krishna, almost thousands of relics. The relics also portray processions of horses, elephants, attendants, soldiers, dancing women taking part in the Dasara festival at that time. The relics are among the most extensive ones to be found anywhere in India. The temple has a sprawling lawn on the northern side. There are two huge gateways that give access to the temple compound. The interior of the temple has sculpted columns. You can see here Rama marriage is being showcased on these both walls. The mighty Rama. The only addition is they added Lord Vishnu as well during the later parts of resurrection of this temple. I would say example of excellent craftsmanship of Vijayanagara sculptors. Very beautiful indeed. It's located in the royal enclosure of Hampi. Generally, every visitor sees this place. Nobody misses it. See the beautiful architectural representation. So as we move inside, there are some black stone pillars. Even now, these are well preserved by the UNESCO World Heritage. You can see the mighty elephant. On top of it, there are many sculptures, guys. I mean it. और अनिता जी कैसा लगा आपको?
वंडरफुल, मजा आ
वंडरफुल
गई,
प्लेस,
मजा।
बहुत मजेदार है भाई,
Hello.
बहुत मजा आया। कंस्ट्रक्शन
हाँ, सबसे
वेरी
पहले
ब्यूटीफुल
एक चीज बहुत
कंस्ट्रक्शन।
प्यारी लगी, वो जो लेडी है ना, वो बच्चे को गोद में ली हुई है।
हाँ देखो देखो,
वो देखो,
यस यस,
बहुत प्यारा है।
बहुत प्यारा है भाई। ओवरऑल मेंटेनेंस भी अच्छा है इसका, सही बोलो,
बहुत अच्छे से मेंटेन किया है।
बहुत प्यारा मेंटेनेंस है एकदम। हाथ से पकड़ो,
ये देखिए, वाओ।
बहुत प्यारा है। The next point is Virupaksha temple, located in the Hampi in the Bellary district of Karnataka. It is part of group of monuments. Temple is dedicated to Lord Virupaksha, a form of Shiva. Temple was built by Lakhan Dandesha, a Nayaka under the ruler Devaraya II, also known as Prauda Devaraya of the Vijayanagara Empire. It's beautifully constructed. You can see a lot of Hampi market ruins over here. So basically, Hampi is the capital of the Vijayanagara Empire, sitting on the bank of Tungabhadra river, considered to be the most sacred sanctuary over the lot of centuries. This temple is dedicated to Shiva, also known as Virupaksha, as the consort of the local goddess Pampa Devi, who is associated with the Tungabhadra river. It's almost started in the 7th century, this construction. Even now, It has got a lot of inscriptions dated to 9th and 10th centuries. What started as a small temple, it grew into a large complex under the Vijayanagara rulers. Evidence indicates a lot of additions were made to the temple in the late Chalukyan Hoysala period. Very beautiful, guys. I would say don't miss this beautiful place. So, welcome to Virupakshi Temple. 15th to 16th century, the temple was completed, decorated with delicately carved pillars. And by the way, photography is allowed. You need to pay a fee about 50 rupees or so. And also, video is allowed. You need to pay a rupees of 500 if you want a video inside, but not in the inner sanctum, but on the pillars. So this nine-tiered eastern gateway, which is the largest at 50 meters, is a well-proportioned, incorporates some earlier structures. It has a big superstructure and a stone base. Another gopuram towards north leads to a small enclosure. A narrow channel of the Tungabhadra river flows along the temple terrace and descends to temple kitchen. See how the Krishnadevaraya, one of the famous king of the Vijayanagara Empire, was a major patron of this temple. So there you can see our mighty elephant Lakshmi on his seventh generation. So this elephant blesses each and every pilgrim who comes, each and every devotee who comes to this beautiful temple. So finally, it is recorded that this Krishnadevaraya commissioned this hall in 1510 AD. He also built the eastern Gopuram. The hall of the temple was used for a variety of purposes. Some of the places with the images of gods were placed to witness special program of music, dance and drama. I think this elephant looks promising. Anita will be taking the blessings of this mighty elephant Lakshmi.
Hello guys, welcome to Himalayan Chronicles on a bright day. We have come to the temple, very famous temple. We are on the way to the Hampi, the great ruins of Krishna temple over there. Very beautiful guys. और अनिता जी कैसा लगा आपको?
अच्छा
पहली बार एलिफेंट को टच करके कैसा लगा?
डर लग रहा था अभी प्लस जी हमको कहते करो 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 मुझे डर लग रहा था कहीं मुझे सूंड से ना पटक दी तो
तब प्यारा आर्किटेक्चर लगा. So guys, we have to hurry up. We're going to the next place. Bye bye.
बाय
Welcome to the Hemakunta group of temples, the cluster of ancient temples situated on the Hemakunta hill in Hampi. This hill is located on the southern side of the Hampi village, and the hilltop is dotted with a large number of temples. It's called as Hemakunta Temple Complex, which is available from 16th to 17th century. Temples are so strong in the older cluster of shrines in Hampi. Temple as well as the group of temples near the hilltop are popular destination to tourists. From morning to dusk on all days of the week, you can visit this place. There's no entry fee, video, photography allowed. Normally it takes 3 to 4 hours to see it beautifully. Ideal time would be November to February when the climate is cool. A large number of the temple dated back to 9th and 14th century, hence belong to the era before the Vijayanagara Empire even started. The hill can be described as a canvas of stones. In the ancient times, the whole hill was fortified with tall stone walls. Traces of the ruined fortification can be seen even today. All the temples dotting the face of the hill are hundreds of years old, represent a historical era of art and culture. According to mythology, Lord Shiva performed penance on this hill before marrying a local girl named Pampa or Parvati. Lord Shiva was blessed with the dedication of the girl and consented to marry her. Due to this decision of Lord Shiva, it rained gold on the hill. Since gold is known as Hema, the hill came to be known as Hemakunta. Very beautiful, guys. Architecture is quite different from the typical Vijayanagara style of architecture. Each and every group of temples have a distinct style of their own. Temples are often mistaken for Jain temples due to the architecture, which is in some way similar to that of Jain temple, but it's a mistake. So these temples are actually Trikutachala style of architecture. In this style of architecture, three shrines are placed in perpendicular position to each other, face a common central hall. Let me tell you guys, you will not believe there are about 35 temples on this a single hill. The largest and most elaborately decorated temples are actually situated on the side of the hill and face the Virupaksha temple compound. On the way to the southern side of the hill, you will see the ancient, also known as Mula Virupaksha temple. Though not as grand as the one built by Vijayanagara rulers, the old temple represents a style of architecture that is popular before the Vijayanagara style came into being. There is a small pond in the courtyard of the temple, one of the few ancient temples which are still under active worship. So presently, I would say the UNESCO Archaeological Survey of India is undertaking efforts to renovate these temples and bring back the lost glory. Some of the temples have escaped destruction during the Mughal invasions, and some of them suffered damage due to the wear and tear of the weather. I would say every tourist should spend a lot of time, at least 3 to 4 hours, seeing the beauty of these temples as one watches along with their loved ones.
थोड़ा लो लो हाइट है, वरंगल जैसा लग रहा है थोड़ा, नहीं? इधर दिखाओ। हाँ
लक्ष्मी जी
हाँ
शिव जी शिव
इधर देखो। वाह कितना प्यारा है। अंदर जाओ। थाउजेंड्स ऑफ ईयर्स ओल्ड है ना, क्या नहीं था? हाँ
इधर से अंदर रास्ता है।
हाँ गर्भगुड़ी है, अंदर रास्ता है। हाँ वो गॉड है, नहीं जाएंगे बाबू। देखो कैसा बनाया।
अंदर ही क्या है, बहुत ज्यादा अंधेरा है तो जा नहीं सकते।
वो तो है, वो तो
डर
है।
लग रहा है।
डर तो लगेगा भैया, हमको बहुत डर है।
इधर भी है।
हाँ
नंदी है।
हाँ नंदी है, जाओ दिखाओ। नंदी है।
So guys, now we are seeing Kadalekalu Ganesha is one of the largest statue of Lord Ganesha that exists in the southern part of India. The shrine housing the statue of this Ganesha is situated on the slope of the Hemakunta hill in Hampi. It is a remarkable monolithic statue, one of the very popular tourist site in Hampi guys. Quick facts, 6 am to 6 pm it is open, no entry fee, photography allowed. Ideally takes an hour. You can see all the columns very beautifully, well maintained by the UNESCO World Heritage. This statue of Ganesha is a height of almost 15 feet. The Jain statue is carved out of a single boulder. The belly of Ganesha has been chiseled in such a manner that resembles a Bengal gram known as Kadale Kalu in the local language. Hence the statue has given this name. So let me show you the beautiful statue as we go along. So as we see the first glimpses of this mighty statue, which is 15 feet high, being in the slope of the Hemakunta hill, this temple presents a mesmerizing view of the mighty Ganesha over here, one of the biggest Ganesha in southern part of India. Photography is allowed. You can see this mighty Ganesha is a single boulder which is made very beautifully crafted. The next place we are seeing is the Hampi market. It's a unique attraction of Hampi, located in the front of Virupaksha temple. The Hampi Bazaar is a well-known marketplace that spreads for more than 1 kilometer. The road passing to the market has series of old partitions of both sides. This place used to be a thriving market during the days of the Vijayanagara Empire. Now it's very popular among the tourists. Open all days 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. No entry fee. Photography allowed. Ideally takes an hour or two to take the beautiful pictures. The Hampi Bazaar is one of the center of flourishing trade. It is a well-planned market area. The series of pavilions had an organized structure. Some of the pavilions have 2 stories. It also had the residence of many rich and important people of the era. It is a market that catered the demands of the rich people as well as the general masses. Today, this remains Hampi Bazaar as just a shadow of the glorious past. The Hampi Bazaar is also known as the Virupaksha Bazaar. They were saying that during the olden times, silver, gold and diamonds as well as spices used to be available in the marketplace, where people from Persia, China, they used to come and buy even silk clothes in the ancient times. It is also a market where cows and horses were traded, and this bazaar used to be with all its glory during the Hampi Utsav and as well as during the Dasara festival. Very beautiful, guys. Lovely place. आ जाओ। हाय बोलो।
गिरे तो पानी में जाएंगे। ये कितना गहरा है।
Welcome to the Krishna temple, built in 15th century. Very beautiful, guys. Extremely beautiful. The main temple, outside the temple, you can see a long hall-like structure. On the right side, banana plantation. Left area is a rocky landscape. Used to be High Street. The Chariot Street once led to temple called as Krishna Bazaar. The long pavilions were shops in the market street. If you walk along these long structures, you would reach the impressive temple pond called as Kalyani. Temple tank is now not in use. Very beautiful, guys. I would say every person should come here to witness the beauty of this mighty Krishna temple complex. You can see well architected. People call it a city of victory. Well preserved, and this temple is notably one with unique architecture. Temple is dedicated to Lord Balakrishna in the form of Lord Krishna when he was infant. So you can see a lot of baby Krishna sculptures over here. This was in the year 1513 AD. Vijayanagara Krishna Devaraya, he erected this temple in the honor of winning the battle and subsequent annexure of Utkala on the eastern region of Udayagiri. The place is currently known as Orissa. The Krishna temple is known for its carvings, elegant architectural designs. The main idol of temple is the Lord Balakrishna, which is now on display in the State Museum at Chennai. Temple campus has got a lot of pillared walls and many small shrines. And you can see a lot of infant sculptures of the Balakrishna. How to get to Krishna temple? I would say it is very near to the Hampi main area. It is open between 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. See the beautiful artistic sculptures, guys. Just imagine 500 years old temple. Even now it is super preserved by the UNESCO World Heritage and also the Archaeological Survey of India. enjoying this historical tour. Now we are going to show you the largest statue of Hampi, which depicts Lord Narsimha in its angry form, called as Ugra Narsimha, which means half man and half lion. It's one of the 10 incarnations of Lord Vishnu. This monolithic statue is almost 6.5 meters in height, and the Lord Vishnu is in cross-leg position on the coil of a giant 700 snake Adi Shesha. Originally, the statue also had goddess Lakshmi sitting on the Lord's lap, but according to history, it was vandalized and damaged in the year 1565. The statue of goddess Lakshmi can only be seen in Kamalapuram Museum. This is made during 15th to 16th century. Very beautiful, guys, and very, very angry statue, I mean to say. So I hope you like this beautiful artistic representation of Ugra Narasimha during 15th to 16th century. So now we are going to witness the next beautiful temple, stone chariot of Hampi. Very beautiful, guys. That will be very beautiful. Government has organized electric battery vehicles. You can take a battery vehicle and go there. It's an ornate carving of a divine Hindu temple, Vijaya Vittala temple. Temple name is Vijaya Vittala. The jewel of Hampi. This is often called as the jewel of Hampi, the stone chariot. Every tourist place at one spot earns its galore and admiration. For Hampi, the small dainty temple village set in Karnataka, the iconic stone chariot is the leading man in the army of exquisite beautiful sights that Hampi has to offer and depicts Karnataka tourism, an icon itself. The chariot is actually a shrine dedicated to Garuda built inside the Vittala temple complex, the massive sculpture of Garuda. Lord Vishnu escort once were seated atop the chariot, but it is empty at the present date. The Hampi chariot has earned its name among the other three famous stone chariots in India, one in Konark, Odisha, other in Mahabalipuram. This temple is open from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. No entry fee, but photography you need to pay 50 rupees, videography 500 rupees. Duration would take around 3 hours to go there. Best time would be November to February. The chariot was built by King Krishna Devaraya of the Vijayanagara Empire during the 15th and 16th century. So as you can see, now we are about to enter this mighty temple. So now we are going to witness the beautiful temple the King Krishna Devaraya has constructed during 16th century. This temple chariot, while fighting a battle in Odisha, the chariot is meant to represent the beauty and the artistic perfection of the empire. You can see the chariot on the right side. An interesting folklore emanates from the Hampi chariot, as villagers believe that the world would come to a halt when the chariot moves from its place. It has come to a presence internationally recognized as a World Heritage, and it's a UNESCO World Heritage. The beauty of chariot lies in the fact that it looks like one solid structure, but in fact it is built by slabs of granite whose linkages have been cleverly hidden with artistic designs. The base of the chariot rest depicts beautiful mythical battle scenes. There were sculptures of horses where presently elephants are seated. Visitors can actually spot the hind legs and tails of the horses behind the elephants. There is also the remnants of the ladder in between the two elephants, using which priests used to climb up to the inner sanctum to pay homage to the sculpture of Garuda. The beautiful illumination of the chariot happens in the evening from the floodlights installed in the Vitala complex. Spectacular view the chariot and its detailed designing in the glow of the lights from the complex makes a mesmerizing experience.
Finally, we are completing the beautiful Hampi. The last point is the shrines. Our Pawan would be showing it. Hello, Pawan.
Hi, sir.
Hello, he is my lovely Pawan Chauffeur. So we are going to the shrine, the last point. Pavan is our new subscriber of Himalayan Chronicles. He has joined yesterday only. So Pavan, so stay tuned. You will see more videos from us.
Sure, sir.
And then Anita, कैसा दो शब्द बोलो.
हो गया
तेरे
पूरा
प्यार
अच्छे
मेरे
से।
शब्द, दो शब्द बोलो हम्पी के बारे में.
हम्पी के बारे में अरे भैया 2 शब्द क्या 4 शब्द भी कहो। बहुत प्यारा है और बाजार हम्पी बाजार बहुत अच्छी मार्केट
हम्पी बाजार, हाँ, वो तो है.
और बस मंदिर की साइड से सब काफी अच्छे थे। बस एक और साइड से नहीं फिर उसके हम टाटा बाय बाय।
Hello guys, thanks for subscribing, liking, sharing Himalayan Chronicles. We are reached Hampi. Hampi has been completed. We have completed Hampi in 2 days guys, straight away 2 days. Awesome. और आइए दो शब्द बोलो प्यार से, कैसा लग रहा है?
ऑसम एक्सपीरियंस, बहुत अच्छी ट्रिप रही हम लोग की। और बस
Final
हम लोग-
देखा तो
ये लास्ट
एक
साइड
बार।
से ये हम लोग का लास्ट साइड सीन था। तो इस साइड सीन के बाद हम लोग जा रहे हैं हम्पी से टाटा बाय बाय कर रहे हैं।
और अनिता जी 2 शब्द बोलो.
2 शब्द हम्पी के बारे में। खूबसूरत हम्पी, बहुत प्यारा हिस्ट्री।
We have seen the history that has been rewritten with the power of love. We have come to Hampi to enjoy the beautiful moments guys. So guys, like, share and subscribe to Himalayan Chronicles. We always come with you, show the world. So do subscribe to Himalayan Chronicles guys. Bye bye. और अनिता 2 शब्द फिर से.
बाय बाय।
बाय 2 शब्द हो गया.
बाय बाय, टेक केयर।
केयर, स्टे सेफ. कोरोना को हरा देंगे.